Yo guys, what's up? Share Goblin here, and on today's video, we are going to be taking a look at this. These are the Tibet prayer flags, which I have about 5 of them. I've got one hanging up, right up here. That's how it's supposed to look. I think it's pretty cool. The colors I've learned, I've done a little research on this for those of you guys who watch my Far Cry 4 playthroughs and stuff. You'll notice that in some of the buildings in that game, they'll have these things like hanging at an angle or across a whole building and stuff like this. And they're called prayer flags. And each color is supposed to represent something. The blue represents the sky. The white represents, I want to say like the wind or the air. The red represents the fire. The green represents, I can't remember what it represents. I know the yellow represents the earth. But the green is supposed to represent, oh gosh, I'm not sure if it's water or... Anyway, they all represent something. And then you have like the whole pattern right there, which then they have them in that language, which these, I've done some research and stuff, and these are supposed to last forever, which, and the real... in Nepal, if you ever travel there to Nepal, India and stuff, or that place in India, Tibet, you'll see a lot of these scattered throughout. And over time, they're mainly supposed to be in like around temples or very I don't know how you would put it, like, important buildings and stuff, in a way. And over time, they're supposed to wither away, which is supposed to, like, represent the circle of life. After they wither away, they'll take them down, put up some new ones, and that represents a new beginning. And I've always wanted some of these for a while, and I even thought about them. And, I mean, they look good. I do want to give me some different ones, though. I want to give me some that have, like, a little English translation and stuff. And see which ones I like. But I like these because they look good. And I do want to also maybe even give me some prayer wheels. And it's just stuff that I like to collect. I mean, I know it's a little weird, but it makes for some good decorations and stuff. And for those of you guys who are wanting to get some, I'll leave the link to them down in the description. And any others that I get, I will leave in the description as well. Another thing I do want to get is a real kukri. From Nepal, India, which is the weapon that the Gurkha soldiers use in Nepal, and that is one of their primary weapons that they used for hacking and self-defense and their weapon against animals. If they were out of ammo, they could rely on that or chop wood. It was like an axe and a machete combined to make one. So yeah, but it's pretty good. I love it, and I'm gonna figure out where exactly to put them. The rest of these, because whenever you buy these, you can actually buy a pretty good amount. You can buy like 4 of them, or you can just buy like one set, which would just be this long. And I want to buy me some smaller sets, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have the 5th one up there. So yeah, and they're not really a bad price either. So yeah, I like them. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. And I will talk with y'all later. Y'all have a good evening. Share Goblin out.